My name is Amel. I come from Algeria and I like to call myself a global citizen and a nomadpreneur. The podcast show, I produce it myself, I do everything myself. I really wanted to learn every single skill that's necessary to build a portable business, because that's actually what I'm trying to share with others. So if I don't do it myself, I want to bring my skills and my experience in marketing communications, because that's the core of Tandem Nomads, is how to build a business. But then the digital aspects of it and all the mobile aspect of it, I needed to learn it. So I took the time to learn it before starting to talk about it. So let's think. The first thing starts with Google. Research. Well, a lot of research in finding the public figures that are interesting for the show, etc. Because I have an interview-based show, so I need to find the right guests, etc. The good thing is that now I'm being approached, so I have to spend less energy in finding those people, which is a great thing. Then once I create the connection, relationship, I have to schedule an interview. And when you have so many people to interview, it can get a little crazy managing your calendar. So I love schedule ones. It has made my life so much easier, not only to schedule the appointments, but also to actually send reminders, because I used to have to do them all the time, and now it's automated. I don't have to think of reminding my future guests 1 day before, 1 hour before, 10 minutes before, get ready, we're starting the interview. The interview is via Skype, and I use Ecamm to record my interviews. And this is a great tool too. It's fascinating, and the Ecamm just gives you once you record it, it's an MP, it's a MP3. Actually, it's an MP4. It's a video. It's a video. It's an MP4, and then they provide you with the software also to transform it into an MP3, and then I use the iTunes to transform it into WAV. So to improve the sound, I use a great tool that's called a levelator, and I just have to drag my WAV file into it, and it just stabilizes the sound. Because basically what's happening is that you have somebody who's at the end of the world, and you're here, and you're using Skype to chat. The level of the volumes are not the same, the quality. So levelator really puts the sound to the good level. iTunes is a great tool to go back to creating your MP3 file. I use Audacity for editing. It's a great free tool also for editing audios for musicians and podcasters. I also use a fantastic platform called Podcast Websites. I'm such a fan because it's a great team behind it. Whenever I have a technical issues, they solve it. Actually, my website crashed this morning, and if I didn't have this ability to talk to them directly and said, listen, my website crashed, do something, half an hour later it was fixed. So that's when I talk about starting to invest in people is also important. Having this platform is amazing. So it's a platform. Podcast Websites is an amazing platform. It's actually unique in itself in the world of podcasting, because when you're a podcaster, you need basically a place to host your podcast and a place to host your website, and those usually don't match. And then the biggest provider for podcasting is Libsyn or SoundCloud. And basically there are competitors and not competitors, because what Podcast Website does is that it provides you the website and the podcast platform in one tool. And this is amazing. I saved so much time thanks to Podcast Websites.